So I went to something the other day called the Dalston House in East London, and the artist has built the front of a Victorian terraced house flat on the ground, and people can walk all over it and climb all over it, because suspended above it is a mirror, so when you're standing straight on, it looks like people are actually climbing all over the front of an upright standing terraced house. It's really clever, 100% would recommend, go see it, it's amazing. On my way to see the Dalston House though, I came across this. So, apparently the end of the world is coming. I have been warned about this recently before. The other day someone told me that the world is now closer to war than it ever has been before. So I kind of thought, well, how would I react if there really was an apocalypse? How well prepared am I, the place I live in, how well prepared is all of that for when the zombies inevitably come and try and eat our brains? So I thought I'd give you a little bit of a tour around where I live, pointing out some of the features that I think will either help or hinder me in my quest to survive the oncoming apocalypse. What makes this whole exercise even more fun is that a lot of the stuff was here when we moved in, waiting for us, much like scavengers in a zombie movie. Let's begin with one of my favourite features of the whole thing. The toilet, but not just any toilet. You can see that if I stand in it, it is actually smaller than me. You do get a mirror to tell you you're in a claustrophobic's worst nightmare. You in fact get two mirrors just to enforce that notion. And if I were to sit on the lid of the toilet, you can see space really is somewhat at a premium in here. I do think though that this toilet, or the Fortress of Solitude as I like to call it, is a really good place to defend against the zombie horde. You got this little shelf here to put ammo on, ready to reload, slam any zombies that come in the face with a shotgun blast. Really very well defended. Oh look, another mirror. 3 mirrors. This room is obviously very well defended from zombies. Not only that, lots of excellent reading material. Lots of that, lots of excellent stuff that we won't be able to watch once the power goes and the zombies are gnawing on the brains of EDF employees. But if we look over here, it's my favourite part. The window is wide open and yet we can't see outside because there is a wall exactly the height of the most the window can open. So I think that would stop any zombies from coming in rather effectively. It also does stop any air coming into the room, so it does get quite hot in the summer months. Lots of rotting zombie flesh once I kill a few with this, my weapon of choice. Big stick, whack them over the head with that. And also we've got some bait to throw at zombies because they'll think it's flesh. And one of my favourite parts of that is the fact that there's a bathroom right next door, so when we're holed up fighting against the zombie hordes, there is a bathroom right next door with a bath, a shower, also the window with the convenient zombie stopping wall right outside. But if we just take a brief look at this toilet here, I'm going to sit on the lid right here to show you. There is actually a mirror directly opposite the toilet. I'm not sure why that is. I can only assume it's to stop things, zombies, coming up behind you, in which case, great job, whoever designed this bathroom. It's a curiously low toilet actually, and that's matched with a curiously low piece of toilet paper. And I have to say that's a flaw when fighting zombies, because, well, think about it. Suddenly you're pounced on by the zombie horde, you've got to get around grab some toilet paper, you can't because it's not a convenient height. You're dead. But on a slightly better note, if we just move this out of the way, is this tower holder, which does come away from the wall quite easily. So, should a zombie attack, you do have a handy weapon there. And just a final note in the bathroom is this piece of glass. Now, when we first moved in, I kind of assumed it was to stop the toilet lid from hitting the nice tiles behind, but that's not the case. Why is it there? In here, we do have some interesting features. Best of all, I think, is the life-size Sheldon, which now inhabits our kitchen, which I would hope would distract the zombies long enough for us to get away. However, the kitchen does have one big design flaw, and that's up here, the skylight, which of course we could cover with leaves, as has been attempted here, but I do tend to think that zombies would come through that glass fairly easily. The fridge, obviously, very important. But also I've noticed this space behind the fridge. Could I hide in there? Maybe. Went on a California diet for a bit. Yeah. Another in a long series of nonsensical mirrors in this room, taking up the entire far wall of this room, with no explanation. Just mysteries that we cannot fathom. Yet, the inhabitant of this room is really very clever. He has cupboards and drawers, in fact quite big cupboards and drawers, yet he has chosen to dump his clothes on this side, and indeed hung them up in the bathroom. So what does that tell us? Well, clearly he's very, very clever, because he's left the space in the cupboard so he can hide in when the zombies come, and left the clothes out there because they're not necessary. Very wise thinking from our zombie survivor here. Very wise. Oh look, a cowboy hat. Just like The Walking Dead, only funnier, with people who are better looking. There's a very convenient door here through which we can escape if we're ever cornered, but perhaps even more importantly, down here, if you just follow me, are our more important treasures from a previous age. We'll keep those very safe. Very safe indeed. Well, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. Is there anything you'd do in the zombie apocalypse to survive? How do you think your home would stand up to such a test? Is there anyone you'd prefer as a zombie than who they are at the moment? Let me know in the comments below. And thanks again for watching. Good luck.